Good morning! Horror and chaos be to you in the name of Ruse. Now, Runatics, welcome one another as I shall welcome you. Hi, and welcome to another edition of Rise and Ruse. Are you guys ready to rise and ruse today? Hello, hi, hello. Hi, everybody. Welcome in. Of course you can hear me. Anytime I want you to hear me, you do hear me. If you don't hear me, then I didn't want you to hear me, and it was all by design. Duh. How are you guys today? I hope you've had a nice Sunday so far. I know it's probably pretty early for you guys. I actually haven't been awake for that long. I woke up, I ate some cereal. I set up the stream. What the heck? What the heck? What the heck? What the heck? Good morning, Runie. Warng. I've missed these nice cozy morning streams. Me too. You know, I'm a morning person, so I really ought to stream in the mornings more often because I like the mornings. Have I run yet? No, but I would like to go out for a long walk today. Good morning. I've missed these early hangout streams. They bring a totally different vibe that's so comfy. Takes the sting out of it being Sunday. Thanks for hanging out with us so early, Runie. I can't think of any other reason I'd give up sleeping in. Thank you. Yeah, sleeping in, overrated. Wake up. Wake up. Got stuff to do. Good morning, Miss Ruse. Wow. Since your streaming activities nowadays is centered around the weekend, I'm mostly getting rused live anyway, but doing so while the sun is still up is certainly even more delightful. Thank you. Yes, European friendly time. European friendly
Runatics.
time. Thank you for the roses. Thank you. Also, I got a message, pre-stream, from Customer Testicles. Rise and shine. Or is it ruse and shine? Or rise and ruse? Aha! It can be all three, but today, 'tis the latter. Yippee! Thank you for Hillis for 21 months. Thank you. What a name. I know, what a name. What a name. I definitely had nothing to do with it. I definitely did not name that person. Nothing to do with me. Completely out of my control. Greetings, lovely evil woman. Greetings. Good morning. Good morning. I swear, every time I have to come in to cover my department on the weekend, Runie rises and ruses. It's like she has an evil plan to entertain me or something. Yes. In fact, that is exactly my evil plan. Yes, in fact, it is exactly that. Evilly, I want to evilly entertain you through evil means. You shall be evilly entertained. It's a very evil plan, I agree, yes. Yay! Yeah, I actually slept pretty okay. I had some weird dreams. I had some pretty weird dreams, but it was all good. I had a dream, it's something about I had to release all the ghosts from this old manor, and I got almost all of the waitstaff except for this one butler, but he was waiting, he didn't want to pass until his master's ghost passed, but his master's ghost I was having trouble with because I don't know. I don't really remember all the details. It was something. There was a lot of ghosts. It wasn't scary. It was more this is exhausting, physical work. No, it was like I was a mentalist or whatever they call them. That TV show Ghost Whisperer. with Jennifer Love Hewitt. Yeah, it was a task game. I miss Phasmo. I haven't played Phasmo in so long. Boo. Hi, Runie. If next week's schedule is still up in the air, a reminder that Bunny Garden 2 is out Wednesday and features a basically Runie new character, Kuan. Okay, you guys are gonna... I think I will play it. I didn't realize it came out this week. That's exciting. I do think I will play it, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm not feeling any of the new girls. I've seen their designs, and they do not appeal to me. Visually, not impressed. So, I probably will play it, but I don't know. I might stick to my girl Kaoru. I don't think, you know, I think I'll be loyal. So it's true. I could play and fall for a new girl's personality. But a medium they talked to goes, yeah, I was like a medium. But I don't know, they look too... I don't know, I feel like the original batch of 3 girls felt more down to earth to me, maybe. Like, they kind of felt like, yeah, I'm gonna go to this bunny bar. Like, these are girls I could meet at a bunny bar. You know what I mean? But these new girls, they feel like animated, more animated. You know, like, they don't feel real. They feel like fake anime characters that I would never meet in real life, if that makes sense. So, I think that's why they're not appealing to me as much. But I can always be swayed. When women are involved, swaying me is always an option. Since I've decided that whatever time your ASMR stream starts is bedtime, I had a nice fat sleep last night. You had me knocked out before I could even get the head scratches I said I wanted. Oh no! That's okay, the head scratches wait for you. I mean, really, you probably still had it on. So you did get head scratches. You just got head scratches while you were sleeping. I scratched your head while you were asleep and you couldn't do anything about it. You couldn't do anything about it. Yeah, so if you had a dream that a ghost was scratching your head, that's probably why. I'm starting my new job tomorrow, so tossing a coin to the evil witcher, Runie. Also, trying to overcome some really bad songwriter's block. Have a good morning. Congratulations on your new job! I hope you have a wonderful first day tomorrow. I wish you all the best. And yeah, songwriter's block, that's tough. But you could always start... Well, because songwriting is basically just poetry, right? So you can always start with, like, haikus or some other, like, short structured poem so that it's really easy to start and finish. You can start writing some haikus, and then that might just kind of, like, get you in the groove to writing, like, a full poem, and then maybe you can get back into it. That's worked for me before. Or just listening to other songs and noting things that I like. Which is how I get ideas for a lot of the songs, a lot of my songs, which I think I've talked about before. Oh, thank you for the roses, thank you. Because I really do. I just be stealing stuff that I like from other songs and then putting it in my songs, you know. I really do be doing that. Like, I really like, I think I've talked about this before, but I really like when, there's like a technical term for this that I forget what it is, but it's when your, like, the way you sing a word is also similar to that word. So, for example, in the song Howl from the Family Crest, it's like, howling at the moon. You see how it's like, he's talking about howling at the moon. And then when he sings moon, it sounds like a wolf howling. Moon. I love stuff like that. I love stuff like that. It makes me so happy. And so I put that into my songs a lot. For example, Apostate has two. One where the ahs at the beginning, it's say ah, like you would say ah, say ah, but we're singing it. And then another instance of it is the grinding your teeth. I purposely sing grinding with like glottal stops in it, so it sounds more like the actual act of grinding something, like a grinding noise. Grinding your teeth, instead of just singing grinding your teeth. Whatever. There's little phonetic resonance. That might be it. I forget what the word is, but that's an idea I just literally stole from somebody else. And I think I've told you guys this before, but the whole Adam and Eve inspiration for my song Red Mud actually came from another song called Envy Green. Envy green, growing ivy vines that hold me. Up they go, past the collarbones and freckles on my nose. Higher, higher, till the words I tell myself are colored envy green. That song, once you know that the song has an Adam and Eve reference in it, then it becomes very obvious. But the first time I listened to that song, I didn't realize. Because it doesn't really bring up anything specifically. But then it has a line in the bridge that's what like, the heck? Eve lost her Eden. And you're like, oh, I see what this is going. This is going to like original sin themes, things like that. I really like that. I liked that. It made me very happy. And so I just straight up stole that whole concept. I was like, I'm going to write an Adam and Eve song because I really liked this one. I think the actual theming of the song is very, very different. Very, very different. But just it being based on the myth of Adam and Eve was 100% inspired by Envy Green. So yeah, I think listening to music can help a lot to inspire lyric writing. If you like a song, because sometimes I just really like a song and I'm not sure what it is that I like about it. So you have to think about it a little more analytically, like purposefully try to find what are the aspects of like these lyrics that are appealing to me. Does it just sound good together? Is there a lot of assonance in it? What's the rhyme scheme like? Are there any clever things that they're doing? I try to like actually figure out specifically what it is that I like, and then I just steal it. Forbidden is getting close to 250k on the topic of originals. Oh, wow. That's crazy. That's really exciting. I do the same with stories and writing. Oh, yeah, same, me too. Actually, that comes, yeah, I'll find a joke that I really like, and then I'll just tweak it a little bit and try to put it in a stream or something. I'm like, oh my gosh, that joke was funny. I'm gonna yoink it. I'm yoinking it. A haiku for Runie. Evil she may be, yet deep down inside her heart, it's still evil. Oh, I like that one. Yes, 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 yes. Good morning, Runie. Today is my birthday. Could I get a happy birthday song for my favorite evil woman? Yes, you can. Happy, happy, happiest of birthdays. Did you know that the happy birthday song on the Ruse channel is inspired by Forbidden? How topical. Ooh, wow. Happy birthday, say hooray. Let's convey our hearts. We're so happy to have you here with us. Happy birthday, let's display the joy in our hearts. Don't dare disobey. Have a Ruse Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Wow! Thank you so much for the Akka tip, Anonymous. Thank you! Wow! Thanks for always doing those amazing projects. Since I am in the European time zone, I only get to watch VODs most of the time. I'm glad to catch you live to show some support. Oh my god! That's really sweet. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Mwah. I see. I need to do more morning streams. I need to do more morning streams. I'm slacking. It's been too long. All right. I feel like I might have missed some messages here. Greetings, lovely evil woman. Greetings, lovely Runatics. Good morning. Good morning to the most beautiful, cute, sexy, evil woman. Oh, yes, yes. Emphasis on that sexy part. Even first thing in the morning. With my eyes all swollen from allergies. And no makeup on and my hair all messy. Even then, right? That was like a half sneeze. I don't know what happened. All right, did I miss anything? Rise and Ruse with the most evil, daring woman, Runie Ruse. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, I think I'm caught up. Makasu! Arigatou gozaimasu! Okay, we got some gifted memberships. I don't feel like getting my tambourine, but I do still have my hairbrush from where I brushed your hair yesterday. Gifted memberships, woo! Gifted memberships today! Gifted memberships today! Hooray! Gifted memberships, wow! Make sure you say thanks now! Gifted memberships today! Please! The tambourine cobwebs. Yeah, you guys wanted the tambourine cobwebs, didn't ya? So you just get what you asked for. Self-fulfilling prophecy. Sorry, I need to sit up. I can't sit down this early in the morning. I'm standing up. Alright, you guys. I gotta go ahead and make the coffee because Rune Mama is waiting on a cup of coffee. She hasn't had her coffee yet because she's waiting. So as per usual, I'm going to be making this coffee pour over style. I have done a medium grind on the Erina coffee, and it has quite a dessert smell to me. But I actually haven't read the description of it yet. Let me look it up actually. Okay. Dessert? Okay. A cyborg white tiger can only be represented by the Indian monsoon Malabar. Oh! Because those are white, yeah? The coffee bean itself is extremely white after being washed through monsoon season. But the depth of character in this coffee is extremely mature. It has an extremely complex flavor profile, but only within one spectrum. It encompasses all the chocolate, spices, nuts, brown sugar, and plum. Okay, so smell-wise, that makes a lot of sense to me. I'm not getting a lot of, acidity from this. However, it is there. The beans are not white. The beans were just normal brown. I'm excited to try this. I think I will like it. I've had a monsoon Malabar before and I did like it. That's what I'm saying. The smell is like very, very sweet. I would say rich and sweet. I'm gonna do 6 scoops of this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, but then I need to I haven't boiled the water yet. Hold on. Alright, I'm gonna pour the water into my kettle. So how long does it take to ship a phase coffee? I think it kind of depends. I can't, I actually don't know. I don't know the answer to that. People in chat will probably know better because they've probably ordered it and waited for it before. Now, I love plum. I've been eating plums like crazy this week. I've probably eaten like 10 plums this week. I've been eating like 2 plums a day. I'm saving my pink bourbon for the week. Today is just espresso. I have been craving espresso lately. Maybe I should bring out my mocha pot for some bootleg espresso. Eating plums makes you plump. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. Wow. No, it does. No, it. Well, I'm gonna go for a long walk later today. Like a really long one. And I'll even, like, do some high knees. And whatever. Nuh-uh. Rune Mama, hi. It's too early, Runie. My eyes, they burn. Yes, that burning, don't you love it? Aren't you savoring the way it feels to have your eyelids move across your eyes, begging to stay closed, and then forcing those suckers right back open, gritting your teeth through the burn, stretching out your aching muscles, and welcoming a brand new day with bravery and resilience. Honk me, honk me. Wake up, 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 wake up. Wake up. I put you to sleep last night. Tonight, I'm waking you. Wake up. Wow. Can't wake up. Wake me up. I can't wake up. Oh my gosh, have you guys heard the new Evanescence song? It's a bop. It really gives me old school Evanescence vibes. It's a bop. I'm gonna be listening to that whole album. I really liked it. I think it's who will you follow? There's a new Evanescence song. Yeah, they're coming out with a new album. It's very fun. Yeah, go check it out. Go check it out. Have you guys checked out Wolfpack yet? Those of you who hadn't but wanted to? Yeah, look it up, look it up. I watched this week's Opla before this and it hurt. Don't even talk to me about episode 7 of season 2 Opla. Don't even talk to me about it. I don't even want to be talked to about it. I was actually so depressed. I needed a palate cleanser. I can't remember what I watched now. Oh, I watched an Adam Sandler movie. For my palate cleanser, I watched that Adam Sandler movie with Adam Sandler and what's her name? Jennifer Aniston? But I think I fell asleep before it ended. So I actually don't know where it ended. No, it was like he was a plastic surgeon and he like lies about being married because it helps him get girls all the time. Yeah, and then his assistant like has to pretend to be his ex-wife because this girl that he picked up without using the wedding ring trick like found his wedding ring. And so then instead of being like the much easier lie to tell in my opinion, which would be, you know, that it's just a ring and it's not a wedding ring. And then you could just like prove that you're literally not married by like introducing her to like a bunch of your friends to be like, nah, he's not married. And then like she's gonna look at your life, the apartment that you live in. You even have like financial records. Like it would be very easy, I feel like, to prove that you are not married. Anyways, instead he doesn't do that. And he's like, I'm divorced. And so then his assistant has to play his ex-wife to try and prove to this girl that he's not currently married, the wedding ring holder. Instead of just, or you know what would have been easier than all of that? He could have just said, I wear a fake wedding ring because I don't want to get hit on sometimes. Do men do that? That would have been a way easier lie. Like if he really like did not want to admit that he wears a wedding ring to pick up women and it's a fake wedding ring, maybe he could have said it's a fake wedding ring and I put it on sometimes when I don't want to get hit on. Or he could have just been honest about it. All of that would have been easier than what really happened. But I'm guessing he ends up getting with his assistant by the end of the movie. I don't remember because I fell asleep. I will say the assistant's like daughter was cracking me up because she's like theater kid. And she's like doing this British accent the whole movie. It was actually really cracking me up. Some would specifically hit on married men. Well, that's actually the whole concept of the movie. That is the concept of the movie. All right, the water has boiled. So first I'm gonna do just a little bit in here to let it bloom. Wait about 30 seconds and then I'll pour the rest of the kettle. I'm getting a little, and this might just be me being crazy, but I get a little bit of smokiness from this. That might be me just wanting smoky. You guys know what I want, right? You know what I want. I want Saya Cyrox's coffee so bad. Will I ever get Saya Cyrox's coffee again? Give it back to me. I don't miss it as much as I miss Saya. But like almost. It's really good. No, I'm not gonna talk about oysters. I really liked her coffee because it was like a stale cigarette taste to it, but like in the best way possible. It was so unbelievably good. And I drank it up so fast and now I don't have any more. You know, there might be back stock. I can always ask. And be like, give it to me. I'm so serious, give it to me. I love a smoky taste. Love a smoky taste. Phase coffee. Well, that's what I'm about to drink right now, some phase coffee. Just find a dragon that smokes and grind them into coffee beans. I don't think that's ethical. Stale cigarette sounds like poop. I'm sorry, boss. No, it's really, I mean, it's definitely going to be a divisive. I'm not going to pretend like, no, everybody would like stale cigarette flavor. But it is a flavor profile a lot of people do like. And I like it. I like that smokiness. I like my coffee with a bit of salt in it. Totally neutralizes the bitter taste. But I like the bitter taste. I can see that being good though, because I do like drinking black coffee with cheese. And I think the salt and the cheese kind of does like a similar effect. Like if you get like a little bite of the cheese and then you wash it down with a little bit of coffee. It does definitely, yeah, round it out a little bit. But I also like for it to be bitter. You need a smoky flavor. Have you tried to ruse Nasa into smoking and then grind her into coffee? You guys! I would never do that to Nasa senpai. Y'all are sick. Y'all are sickos. You're sick in the head. Hey. Hey. Welcome in. Hi, welcome. Alright. I am just going to let this coffee finish draining through the beans, and this is dark. This is some dark coffee. It looks beautiful. But it's not, the beans were certainly not white. Let me see if I can find a picture so you guys know what I'm talking about. Because it's not like, those beans, they're not like white. They're like a tan color. I'll find a picture. Like this. But that's why they call them white. But Erdina's coffee did not look like this. It just looked like regular coffee beans. But I guess it can come in this color too. Wow. Because now that I've like looked up pictures of it, I am seeing like other ones that are like a similar. See, this is more what the Erdina coffee beans look like. So you can kind of see the difference. Yeah. This is what it actually looks like. But when they talked about them being white, it's because sometimes it does look like that. I wonder if maybe some batches were more white at some point. Anybody who bought Erdina coffee at like a different point in time, you gotta let me know. Alright, I'm going to toss the filter and then I'm going to pour both myself and my mama a cup. Alright, here's some more liquid ASMR for you guys. And I'm gonna be drinking it black. And I might, because it says it's got like these like chocolate, nut, spicy flavors, I might try it with a little bit of milk in it as well. So I'm going to go deliver this to Rune Mama. I will be right back. You better be good while I'm gone. Okay, you better freaking behave. Okay. I'm watching you, mister. disbehaved. You rotten disbehavers. Oh my goodness. Wow. And I was only gone for like 2 seconds. Mildrew, you know the drill, time to disbehave. What the heck? 5 gifted memberships. Okay. You're not allowed to make cobweb jokes for the rest of the stream. I hope you know that. Gift the memberships too. Gift the memberships today. Gift the memberships today. Gift the memberships a while. Make sure you say thanks now. Gift the memberships today. Hey, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate it. Welcome to membership, you guys. All right. 2 seconds too long. 2 seconds too long. Can you do the wine thing where you just make up flavors? To be honest, I don't have the most refined palate. But I do try my best to like tell you what flavors I'm getting. I'm not an expert by any means, not with coffee or with wine. I think I'm worse with wine than I am with coffee. But I will do my best. It's been 84 years. No, it hasn't! I'm detecting notes of brick wall. Yeah, I'm about to throw a brick wall at your face. Unless that was legitimate. Because I could see something kind of tasting a little bricky. Maybe you are also making the Eddina coffee right now. And that was just a very legitimate observation. Yeah, I'm too busy being evil to become a sommelier, however you say it. Runie, I'm afraid to tell you, while you were gone, it escaped. Oh, well, it's a good thing that I work very far away from the facility and only like pointless underlings that I don't care about at all will be slaughtered by it. And I can just like discreetly press the self-destruction button and explode everything from my safe haven here. Anyways, let's try this coffee. Nom, 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 nom. Okay. Huh. Okay. I need a few more sips. I need a few more sips. You know, I do get spice. I do get some like Christmas spice almost. It is on the sweeter side. Well, you know, I would say it has mommy vibes. And the reason is despite it being kind of sweet and like slightly spicy, it's really not that bitter. And it honestly overall is kind of a mild taste to me, like very mild. I want to say watered down, but that makes it sound worse than it really is. It's not that bad, but that's just like a descriptor that's coming to my mind. I'm not crazy about it. I won't lie. I'm not crazy about it. But I would say it gives mommy energy in that it's very smooth, very easy to drink. And I think if you were someone who didn't want like a really strong or bold flavor, or didn't want anything that's like too bitter or too acidic, like this might hit you in the right spot. Yeah, I could see this being very comforting. But I wonder if some of like the chocolate and like nut notes and maybe even the plum might come through stronger if I put some cream in it. No, it definitely doesn't punch you in the face with a coffee taste. Not at all. I feel like there was another coffee I had that was like this. And now I can't remember which one it was. Was it Dizzy's? It's certainly not bad. It's just not my favorite. But I also like stronger flavors. Like I said, I want to taste smoke. Or I want it to be strongly bitter. Wow! It simultaneously tastes like Tall Mommy and Zoomer Dork. Like brewing high-quality beans with Monster Zero. Luckily, it does not taste like high-quality beans were brewed with Monster Zero. Yeah, I think it might. I think it's Dizzy's coffee that's kind of reminding me of. That's also just pretty mild. It sounds like it's more like instant coffee. No, yeah, that's why I feared calling it watered down is gonna make it sound like it's instant coffee level. It's much better than that. Like, it doesn't taste like I'm getting half the flavor that I'm supposed to taste. It tastes like this is the flavor it's supposed to be, if that makes sense. Yeah, I'll get some liquid smoke for my coffee. The more I drink it, though, the more I like it. If there was a phase tea, what would your flavor be? Rose, of course. Did you think it would be anything else, you fool? Of course I would have some rose tea. The rose coffee at the Maid Cafe. Oh, I wish I could have drank that. It was so cute. Ooh, I do like plum tea though. Yeah, I just love plums. I think plums are the best things. They're so yummy. I should make a plum syrup, but that would kind of be a waste of plums. But now I'm thinking of like plum cocktails I could make. But I don't want to waste plums making plum syrup. I love me a plum. Phase tea. A man can dream. I think there's a reason we can't do tea. Because I think the reason, I could be misremembering it, but I think the reason we get away with the coffee is because we sell it whole bean. And because we sell it whole bean, there's like less regulations on selling it as like a food product. Whereas with tea, and the same if we sold it grinded already, I think it becomes like a type of food. If I could be remembering this slightly incorrectly, but I think that's basically the problem. And so it becomes much more expensive and tedious of a product to sell. So that's why you get whole beans. I mean, it's not like a pain to sell in like the grand scheme of things, but it would be a pain to sell for a company that it's not like selling food products, you know what I mean? It's just like not something we're set up to do. Morning, Runes, good morning. Yeah, it's tea. Diaz. Miss Ruse, new Tanglewood and the new Ghost Win. I'm sorry I haven't done it. I really want to. I love Phasmophobia, but I haven't played it in so long. I'm not even gonna remember how to play anymore. I'm gonna suck at Phasmophobia again, man. Yeah, I literally haven't even watched anybody play the new Tanglewood map, so I have no idea how good it is. I'm gonna be picky though, because Tanglewood was one of my favorite maps. So Tanglewood and Edgefield, so you know, tangled and edged. That's what I'm talking about. Sorry, it's too early for such an uncouth joke. That is true. I could try to make a plum dessert and a syrup. I could try to like use them both that way. I've got a plum pudding pipe tobacco, and it tastes and smells amazing. Great with a cup of coffee with Baileys in the morning. Please tell me, please tell me, please tell me, please tell me that you blow some smoke rings with that. I just need, even if you don't, I just lie to me. Lie to me and tell me that you blow some sick smoke rings with that. Oh my god, you blow 6 smoke rings, that's awesome! But like, don't smoke. Like, smoking's like bad for you. Maybe only very, 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 very occasionally. If it ever becomes a problem for you, then stop immediately. Never again. I have not tasted the new Invaders coffees yet. I have tasted Miss Lumi's coffee, and I've tasted Dizzy's coffee, and I've tasted Jelly's coffee, right? If I haven't, then I have it, but I think I did. Oh yeah, and I did Embers. I definitely did Embers. I remember she had the red currant flavored one. That was nice. The Embers was the one I made for coworkers, and they really liked it too. That's right. Other workers at the demon army got a taste of Ember before some of you even did. Because I brewed it for them. I would like to try... I want to try everybody's coffee, though. I really do. Does Saga have coffee yet? What's the best flavor phase coffee in your opinion? The one that I find myself craving and mourning that I do not have is Saya's. But I also... This sounds biased, but I really liked my coffee, too. I really liked mine. I liked Embers. I thought I didn't at first, and then it really grew on me. No, I'm remembering. I thought I wouldn't, but I did. That's what happened. I was worried that it was going to be too acidic, but I ended up really liking it. Is there one I'm forgetting about? I feel like there is one that I really, really like. That I'm forgetting about now. I have to look through. I have to look through. Yeah, I did like Messina's. Mine is pretty dark, I would say. Oh, I did really like Pico's. I still haven't tried Amy's. I need to try Amy's. I loved Saya's though. Runie, roast me. Eh? Alright, I'm gonna put some milk in this. And then I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm back. Rune Mama says that it is much, much better with the milk, so. I have put some milk in it, and let's give it a shot. Oh, Oh, now that is a lot better. Just as I suspected, it's bringing the nut flavors out for me. And maybe some plum flavor, but I might be psyoping myself into that. Who would have known? Who would have known that the Erina coffee would have needed some milk? Ooh, you know what? Whoa, that's actually a really good point. I bet this would be very good iced. This would be so good iced. Yum. Okay, I'm enjoying it a lot more this way. This is very nice. Wow, I'm tired. What the heck? Why am I sleepy? Wait, have you guys heard of a coffee nap? Do y'all know what that is? So I only learned about this not that long ago. So the idea is, yeah, you drink coffee, right? And then you immediately take a nap. And the idea is that the caffeine is going to hit you on a little bit of a delay, so like 30 minutes, right? And so after about 30 minutes, the caffeine is going to start to like wake you up. And basically the caffeine gives you like that little punch of energy that helps prevent you from getting that groggy feeling after you take a nap. Because have you ever taken a nap and you're like groggy and like lightheaded and you just feel worse than when you napped before? The theory is that the caffeine from the coffee kind of helps to like counteract that. So you just get like a really strong little power nap. And apparently it works for a lot of people. You see, this is my problem. My problem with something like that. That happens if you sleep too long. You type that so confidently, but I am here to tell you that that is not true. That happens to me if I fall asleep for even 5 minutes during the day. I think it's just more sensitive for some people, but they say it's a circadian rhythm thing. If I take any level of nap at all that's not like at nighttime, it makes me feel physically ill. I get lightheaded, I can like hear the blood rushing in my ears, my vision's blurry, and I feel confused and irritated and groggy. It's like it's horrible. I cannot take a nap for the life of me. So the idea of doing the coffee nap actually sounds really nice, right? But yeah, and I hear my heartbeat. Yeah, it's in my heart, because my heart will be like, like my heart rate goes like really high up. It's like some people experience it and some people don't, which is crazy because I feel like it's actually pretty well documented, but I've never found anything that at least satisfied me as far as like a scientific explanation. I've never really found like articles or research that really felt like, oh, okay, we know why that's happening. So I feel like it just happens to a lot of people and we don't really know. But people say it's the circadian rhythm stuff. Basically though, if I were to drink coffee, I can't fall asleep quick enough for this entire thing to work. Because it's gonna take me 20 to 30 minutes to fall asleep in the first place, if I'm lucky enough to fall asleep at all. And now the caffeine's kicked in and it's over. Now I'm not gonna sleep, for several hours. All of those little sleep tricks that are just like, well, you only sleep for a certain amount of minutes. How? How do you do that? How do you do that? Because I don't know when I'm gonna fall asleep. It could take me a really long time, man. I thought just dozing off was enough. Wait, what's the difference to you? Dozing off and sleeping? I would have thought that was the same thing. Yeah, I can easily be in my bed for an hour at night, sometimes more. My nap game isn't strong enough. My nap game is non-existent. It's actually non-existent. Like, every time I try it, which I do sometimes, because sometimes it's like, I just feel like if I could just sleep for 1 hour, I would be so prepared for my evening. If I could just get a little bit of sleep in, I just need a little boost of energy, and that does not work for me. I never feel better, and I always regret it. I'm better off just enduring the sleepiness until I can properly go to bed. Oh well. Oh well. Oh my goodness, I'm sleepy. Oh, I actually can sleep on a plane though. That's so funny. I say all of this, but I can sleep on a plane. And I can sleep in a car. I will knock out in a plane or a car. I guess that technically counts as naps. I don't know why though. I don't know, something about the movement of the vehicle will knock me out. Gotta exhaust your body. I can't do that. I don't know how people do that. It doesn't work for me. I know some of you guys are gonna have the same experience, but like, I can be downright exhausted. Haven't slept properly for days and days, exercising, staying busy, using my mind, like exhausted, and every possible definition, and still lay in my bed and not fall asleep. Part of it's just anxiety though, I know. Because I have the problem sometimes where I get anxious about not being able to sleep. So I think like, I really need a good night's sleep tonight. I have not slept well for several days. I'm not doing well. I feel it dragging me down mentally and physically. I've got important things to do tomorrow. I have to sleep well. I need 8 hours of good sleep. I need at least an hour, if not maybe an hour and 45 of REM. I need good sleep. And then I stress myself out about getting good sleep that I can't fall asleep because I'm stressed about not sleeping well. Okay, I'm glad that I'm not the only one. I can't listen to my own ASMR. I can't do it. It's too cringe. But I can listen to other people's. It's the cycle. You can't sleep well if you stress about it though. I know! Save me! Let me sleep right. I just wanna sleep. Let me sleep right. Sleeping. Calm me down and send me right to bed. That's how I feel, man. Not surprising since you can't meditate. I really can't. I can't meditate at all. Meditating is such a joke. Such a joke. But I do feel like I have my own forms of meditation. I've been thinking about this since the last time we had the meditation conversation. I have my own forms of meditation. Like one of them is definitely walking. I do feel like walking does for me what maybe meditation does for other people. I put in an audiobook or some music, and then I just walk for an hour, maybe 2 hours, and I just zone out, enjoy nature, walk around, look around. And yeah, so you do meditate. Yeah, that's like my version of meditation. I guess it doesn't totally count because I do sometimes work while I'm walking. Like a lot of times I'm listening to music that I need to learn, or I'm like reviewing. So I do this a lot, like when I'm writing songs, especially when I'm in like the lyric phase. I'll put it on repeat, and while I walk, I'll like sing through stuff and then like jot down ideas that I have. So a lot of times I am working while I do it. But I still find it relaxing though. Hello, Runie. Hello. Yeah, still a meditative state. Yeah. The military version is to lie still, deep breaths, while imagination on a beach or somewhere relaxing. I just can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm better off thinking about Leon and Ada at the beach. They're on a beach vacation. Their idea was to go to the beach and then just like lay on the sand and relax. But neither of them are really capable of that either. So they keep like finding things to do and getting competitive over it. So they competitively play beach volleyball, and they competitively hunt for seashells, and they competitively swim in the ocean. Where would Claire be? Not there, because this is an intimate date between Ada and Leon. So she's not there, and she wouldn't want to be there because she ain't no third wheeler girl. Runie and Ada cosplay with Leon. No, you guys don't understand. I don't want to be with Leon. Leon is like I don't know how to describe it. He's like my son. He's like my child. I have motherly feelings towards him. He's not a husbando to me. He was just too baby in Resident Evil 2 when I first encountered him. He was too baby boy. So now he's like he's my 49-year-old son. And I want him to be happy forever. Nice to see you this early. Thank you. I really like streaming this early. I would rather Leon be married to someone that's not any of the fanships than married to someone other than Ada. And I've been thinking about this a lot. Because here's the thing is like, you know, even if you don't ship them together, don't think that they should be together, don't want them to end up together, you know, and you can't deny it, you know that Leon is in love with Ada. He just is. He's down bad for her. He can't resist her. And even if his destiny is never to be with her, he's always going to carry a part of her with him forever. And you want him to marry Claire? Claire does not deserve that. Claire deserves to be with someone who's going to be totally obsessed with her, worship the ground that she walks on. Claire deserves someone who, like, Claire is the love of their life. Like, Claire is the Ada. That's what Claire deserves. Okay? We don't need her settling for Leon. Y'all gotta listen to me right now. Like Steve? No, not like Steve. Claire had the same problem that I have with Leon, where Claire met Steve as like baby boy, and so Steve was always gonna be baby boy to Claire. Steve didn't have any chance. It didn't matter. I know Steve died, but like, even if Steve had grown up to be a very mature and handsome man, it just too late. It was too late. He was always gonna be baby boy to Claire. It was over for him before it ever started. I get that Steve was in love with her. I get that, but it was never going to be reciprocated. Not that I don't think Claire loved him. I just think it was not like that. It was not like that. Oh, Steve. Father! I can't wait for the Code Veronica remake, y'all. So... Claire will be a forever alone cat lady without Leon. No, she won't. Why are you guys saying this? Literally, Claire was like kind of a playgirl in college, you know. This is canon information, okay? Now, Claire like was boy crazy and dated around in college. That's her backstory, okay? She's gonna be fine. Do not manifest Albert Whiskers. She can absolutely get a man if she wants a man. they lack good husbandos, maybe Chris. You know, I don't find... Chris is not baby boy to me. Chris is also not husbando to me. You know, Chris feels brotherly to me. That's what I'm gonna say. Chris feels like a big brother. So I also... Chris is also not a husband for me. Carlos, 100% husbando material. Carlos is husbando, but I also... Not for me though, but for Joe. Carlos is husbando for Joe. Wesker though. Wesker needs to be fixed, but I could do it. I could fix Wesker. I could do it. Barry's not husbando. Barry's just like cool uncle. It's true. Wesker's messed up. Wesker... That's why he needs to be fixed. Don't worry, I can fix him. Rebecca and Wesker, I definitely don't see that. The girlies of Resident Evil ain't never gonna forgive Wesker. It doesn't matter how fine of a man he is, which, let's be clear, he's fine as heck. Doesn't matter. He's gone too far, he's done too much. Rebecca and Jill never forgiven him. Never. Especially not Jill. Barry's the type of uncle that will let you use his gun and not tell your parents. Why are you so right, though? Why are you so right? I love the silly idea that Rebecca was crushing hard on Wesker, hence the photo. Wait, I actually like that idea too. Well, because here's the thing that you gotta think. Rebecca is also a scientist, which is also what Wesker is. So I could very well see her being very inspired by him, probably even to join STARS in the first place, you know? Someone who wants to, through law enforcement, really help their community and also use their scientific prowess and knowledge as well, you know, kind of that marriage of two interests. And that, like, I could totally see her kind of having a crush on him, you know, which I think would be normal for, you know, I think that would be normal on her end. But there, I mean, after everything gets revealed, he literally, like, shoots her. I think it's over. It's over now. Then he put that thing on her chest. Well, that's Jill. That's Jill. I can't imagine Jill ever having a crush on anybody until after the mansion incident. Because Jill's just so Jillbo, man. Jill's so Jillbo. She's so Jillbo. I just can't see it. But after the mansion incident, you know, she really has to change a lot. And I think some of her Jillbo-ness kind of wears away as it naturally would. And so I think after that, she can fall in love with Carlos. Amen. Oh man. Good morning, Runie. Hope you're well today. Thank you so much. I am doing well. We know Leon's best man was Ark Thompson, his best friend forever. Wait, I don't know this reference. 7 minutes. 7 minutes is all I can spare on indulging your delusions. Go ahead, fix me. I will fix you, Mr. Wesker. Give me a chance. Give me a chance. Sorry. Hellcat is wreaking some havoc on my desk right now. So this is the power of Erina coffee. Well, then I'd have to start talking about yaoi, right? All right, let's talk about yaoi. I don't actually have any. I don't have any for Wesker Chris. I mean, I'm like, I don't know. I can't get passionate about it, you know? What the heck? What the heck? Arena likes Slender Man, not Yaoi? Oh! I just assume Zoomers are all into the same things. Zoomers gotta be into the same things, right? And the dragons from Spyro. I mean, Spyro was cute. Spyro's cute. I think my next door neighbor when I was growing up had a crush on Spyro. Monster Lover. Oh, well then, Resident Evil. Is Arena into Resident Evil? Has she seen Mr. X? Has she seen Mr. X when his trench coat comes off? Yeah, I gotta show her a picture. Yeah, X gonna give it to you. Oh, likes the big dragons from the game. I see. But doesn't like scary games. I see. After Witches Abroad, do you still plan to skip Small Gods? Please don't. It's not actually connected to pyramids. I guarantee you will love Baby Boyfell Brutha. If not, you can punish the Runatics however you want. Please do anyways. I'm sorry, but I've already done so. I finished Witches Abroad, and I am now on, I skipped Small Gods. And why am I can't remember? It's like Of Ladies and Men? What's it called? What's the one I'm on right now? Let me pull it up. Lords and Ladies. I'm on Lords of Ladies. Small Gods is great. But it's not just that I didn't like pyramids. I also did not like moving pictures. So I feel like that's two in the desert setting that I found not good at all. So I'm like, I don't know. Small Gods is good. I don't know. I should trust you guys. You guys very rarely lead me astray. I guess I can give it a chance. But I'm definitely gonna finish Lord and Ladies first, though I'm nervous, you guys. I'm nervous because I might have misunderstood this, and I hope I did. But the opening of the book, you know, you get a flashback of Granny Weatherwax when she's younger. Granny Weatherwax, one of my favorite characters in the series. And then she's remembering her mom's funeral, and it's talking about like how witches kind of know like when death is coming and things like that. And then I think it said something about, I don't know, I feel like it was implying that she might be thinking about when she's going to die. And I was very not into that. I found that very upsetting. And if she dies in this book, I'm gonna be really pissed. Like, here's what I'll say. Is I trust Terry Pratchett to write a beautiful and very satisfying ending for any of his characters, because he's just a very skilled writer and he treats them with love and care, right? And I'm sure I would be satisfied and not mad if that's how he chooses to take the story. But I am 100%, if I keep reading and it looks like it might go in that direction for real, I'm just gonna look it up. I'm just gonna look it up and spoil myself. I'm gonna tell you why, because I need to know when it's happening. Because even if I like it and think it's well written, and I'm not mad about it from a narrative perspective, I just need to be at home. I need to be at home when I read it because I'm going to bawl my eyes out, and I don't want to be caught off guard, like on a plane in between two strangers or hiding in the bathroom at my office or walking around on the sidewalk. I don't want to have a mental breakdown in these unexpected locations. I want to be laying on my bed with tissues and hot tea and chocolates. if Terry Pratchett is going to kill Granny Weatherwax, because I seriously will be so pissed. Okay, but I hope I misinterpreted that, and that's not where the story is going. We'll see. We'll see. To this day, I haven't read the final novel because he passed before publishing it, and I could never bring myself to. Oh my god, wait, this is gonna make me cry just thinking about it, man. I do think Terry Pratchett is just a genius. I loved Witches Abroad so much. There's just so many layers of what makes it good. Because it's not just good as in like the characterization is good, it's funny, it's inventive, it's very unique. Like there's just nothing really else that I've ever consumed like it. And just scratch the surface. It's just a good narrative story. It's engaging and it's fun. But then also like the clever things that he's done with the concept of fairy tales and stories and these little twists that he's taken on these like folk tales and fairy tales that we've grown up with. It's just so clever and it's just so well done. It's so good. It's really good, by the way. Men at Arms is next for you, and I believe you will love. I love that novel. Okay, so should I read just Men at Arms before I read Small Cause? It's tempting because I already like that series of characters. I watched a sad movie during a meal service on a plane, and tears were rolling down my face while they were asking what I wanted to drink. Literally, I bring the plane situation up specifically because I read an iconically sad part of the One Piece manga that I didn't see coming and I didn't know was happening on a plane in between two strangers. And I did not have tears rolling down my face, okay? There were not tears down my face. There were tears, there were waterfalls of tears coming down my cheeks and snot and drool and heaving, red-faced, ugly crying, could not pull myself together. Between two strangers. It was not a good time. And I need to not experience that. I probably did scare them. They very politely ignored me, which I quite appreciate. I watched Bridge to Terabithia on a plane. I wonder if my mom remembers this. I should ask her. Because I read Bridge to Terabithia when I was a kid. And it like actually... like it wasn't funny. Like it wasn't fun. It wasn't even funny. It was not cute. It made me so depressed. I've never engaged with any piece of media related to that ever again. I will not read the book. I won't even listen to someone talk about the contents of the book. I don't care. I don't ever want to engage with that story again. I just can't do it. It's too sad. I can't do stuff like that. I can't do it. I really can't do it. Where the Red Fern Grows upset me a lot too. Why do they make you read these depressing books in school? They should make you read Witches Abroad. There's so much analysis that you could do from a literary standpoint. Like in an English class, you could get so much out of Witches Abroad. Why don't you read that instead? Oh, the Scarlet Letter didn't really make me cry, but I just didn't like it. You read The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe? That's interesting. Huh. That's interesting. Yeah, let's just read Lord of the Rings. Heck yeah. They want you to learn tragedy early in life. Kids do learn tragedy early in life. What are you talking about? Kids don't need a book to teach them tragedy, man. It's inevitable. It's gonna happen. I say let a kid live without tragedy as long as they possibly can. Because it's coming for them, regardless. Real art is depressing. No. They will see it, Runie. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Let them not see it and not have to experience it or think about it for as long as possible. Let them keep that reality, because inevitably they're gonna experience it at some point, you know? You read A Clockwork Orange? Nah. In 8th grade? Nah. Nah. I haven't read it, but if it's anything like the movies, it's not appropriate for an 8th grader. Absolutely not. Where did you go to school? It's worse in the book? Oh my gosh. The book is a little worse? Nah. That's crazy. I believe it though, for whatever reason. Yeah, 1984 I believe is pretty popular for school. Oh, 8th, 9th grade. Wow. Yeah, I'm not totally shocked by it, but it does seem a little inappropriate. Animal Farm. Oof. Why are all these books so... Why? And then they have you reading Anne Frank's diary. Peak depression. At least with things like that, you know, more nonfiction makes a little more sense to me. But it's so different. I guess I can see. I guess I can see the value in exposing kids to things like that. Even if it's fiction, if it's in a narrative sense, it's just less technical and less black and white and a little less, it's a little more real when it's from a narrative perspective. So to use that to teach kids about like history and other like broader, tougher concepts to swallow, I guess I do see the merit in it. This is why I'm not a teacher. I don't want to have to do these things. I don't want to have to think about this. I don't want to have to do it. Somebody else do it. Teachers have it so rough, so rough. No, I wouldn't be a good teacher. I'm not good at actually explaining things. I've told you guys this before, but I tried to be a tutor. But I don't know. Because if I explained something and then the person was like, I don't get it. I'm like, what do you mean you don't get it? I just explained it to you. Eh? I just explained it. So I'll tell you exactly why I would be a bad teacher for small kids is because you guys know this. If you make me laugh, I'll just forgive you for anything. I don't even care if it's, I really don't care. I don't care if it's mean. If you're genuinely funny, you can get away with it with me. I love a good laugh. I'll just, instead of being mad or hurt, I'll just be impressed. If you're, especially if you're clever about it. And that would be my downfall, because kids are hilarious. They're very clever in the cruelest ways, and it is so funny. And they would get away with everything. All you'd have to do is make me laugh, man. It's over for me. It's over. I just can't stay mad if you make me laugh, man. Would an apple work? I do love an apple. I love an apple. Whoa, thank you so much. Thank you. Look, 50 roses. Wow. I grew up with the generation forced to read Harry Potter and the Hunger Games. Really? In middle school? In high school? And I just couldn't get invested into either one. I always found history and sci-fi more interesting. Now trying my luck writing my own alt history novel. Whoa! Wait, that's actually so cool. Dude, that's so cool. You're writing a book. I wish you all the luck. That's so cool, man. Writing a book would be so cool. But yeah, I'm surprised that you read those books in school. I mean, they were very popular books when I was in school as well, but it was more like, you know how they wanted you to read books for class, but then you were also expected to be reading like your own books on your own time, and you would have the logs of books that you had to read. Like, those were very popular for, not so much Hunger Games, but the Harry Potter. Very popular for like that kind of stuff, the extra readings that you had to do, especially over the summer. But I don't think anybody was reading those like actually as coursework. Because did you guys ever do the thing where it's like you try to read like 100 books? See, that would be dangerous because now there's all the movies, so you would definitely have kids who like didn't read the book and just watched the movie. Oh, accelerated reader test. That does sound familiar. I can't remember exactly what that is, but that terminology definitely sounds familiar to me. You lied? You lied on the logs? Not me. I've never told a lie in my life. I would never lie on that log. Man, I used to read so much more when I was a kid than I do now. I think I've told you guys this before. I would like hide in my room when I was supposed to be asleep with a book light, secretly reading. Or I'd go to the bathroom. That way if like my parents came out and were like, I was like, oh, I was just using the bathroom. But really, I was just in there reading a book. I wasn't reading like super fancy intellectual stuff. I was reading like age-appropriate stuff, you know, like Warrior Cats and Tamora Pierce. They were very good, okay? You were on AO3? Y'all, I'm old. I'm old. When I was in middle school, I don't think AO3 was a thing. I don't think that even existed yet. I could be wrong, but it certainly wasn't anything I knew about. Were you role-playing a warrior cat on a forum? No, I wasn't like super plugged in back then, you know, because like growing up, I still had like a family computer and stuff. So I think that's probably for the best though, because I definitely could have seen me getting like way too into that kind of stuff when I was little with the role play and the why am I forgetting the word for it? Where you write the stories together, that kind of stuff. I would have been I would have been too obsessive over it. But no, I just read them on my own and enjoyed them. Not cooperative writing. Why am I forgetting the name for it? It's the, you know, like on a form, like somebody writes a little bit and then you post and you continue the story, and then they would post and you would continue the story. Why can I not remember what we called it? You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah, on forms. Leapfrogging, I think, was a term we used. But it was fun, yeah. Maybe there wasn't quite a name for it. Maybe we did just call it role-playing or fan fiction. But it was very fun. I mean, honestly, I think it helped me learn how to write when I was older and started doing, because I did do it a little bit. But not really middle school. I was older at that point. Is this considered contemporary history? It should be, honestly. But it definitely did, because you had to, like, you had your character, and usually how it worked is you wrote from your character's perspective, and everybody else was writing from their character's perspectives. And so it was actually like a very interesting way of writing as well, because you don't actually see too many books written that way. I feel like the third person omniscient is much more popular. But yeah, it's basically like a relay. So like somebody would write and they'd be like, my character does this and this and this, and then you would have to respond. But inevitably, you would have to write a little bit for other characters as well. So you had to balance not only like how you thought of your character, but you had to pay very close attention to how other people were characterizing their characters so that you didn't get anything wrong, right? It is role-playing. I just feel like there was a certain word for like this type, you know? Like LARPing is role-playing and TTRPG is role-playing. There was like a specific name for it and I can't remember what it was, but it's like in a form, writing a story. And I can't remember what we called it. Maybe we did just call it fan fiction. I don't remember. Or maybe we didn't have a name for it back in the day. But, because I think I've told you guys before too, I joined one, this was on Gaia Online, and this is before I really knew about like BL and stuff. This is so embarrassing looking back on it. I really didn't get it, but they had started this and they were like open for people to join. And I thought it looked interesting, like the plot. I don't know, it was like a magic school or something. It might have been a Harry Potter one, to be real. I don't remember. But I joined it, and I did not realize that it was like clearly the people started it because they wanted it to be a BL. So there was like 2 other people in it, and they were both playing male characters that were like gonna lure you in. I didn't realize it because I just didn't get it. I didn't know that was what was going on. So I joined in as like a female character, but I figured it out really quick. But like, I think I think I'm messing up the vibe here. I was like, this isn't going in the direction I thought it was. I thought we were gonna be like going on a magic adventure together. And I named all my characters like Alice. All my characters were named Alice for like the longest time. I just reused that name over and over again. And you would, when you came up with your character, you would like Google image search pictures. And people would always come across like the same pictures to use for their characters. Cause you know, they'd type in like blonde hair, blue-eyed schoolboy. And then it would be like the same image. And you'd see it in like a bunch of different ones. So, what Yu-Gi-Oh card was that for real? So for real. Don't even talk to me about the crash of Photo Bucket. I actually lost a lot of pictures. Because I didn't really, you know, I was really young, so I didn't quite understand that kind of thing. So I was legitimately using Photo Bucket to store a lot of pictures. Like I had a lot of pictures on Photo Bucket. And they are gone forever. Photo Bucket was Yeah, it was like a picture hosting site. So you could like upload it there, and then you could, it was a way that you could then like use it on other platforms, right? Because it was like hosted on that website, so then you could like use the picture on other websites. But I used it more as like a storage because I didn't really get it. Yeah, like old Imager. And yeah, that was a mistake because obviously like they could shut that down at any point in time. So it did eventually, and I lost a bunch of photos. OMG, how did people use the internet back then? I feel really old right now. I feel really old right now. Yeah, photo bucket during MySpace. I never really did MySpace though. Photo bucket was easiest for profile pages on Gaia. It really did. It really was. It really was. I feel like every time we do a Rise and Ruse, I end up telling embarrassing stories. Because I just thought of another embarrassing story that I know I've never told you guys. But you know what? I'm not going to tell it. We can't turn this into an embarrassing story hour. This is about coffee. Okay? Why does this always happen? It's dangerous streaming early in the morning. What the heck? It's like my guard is down. Have you heard that a lot of Gen Alphas hate first-person books because they don't know how to self-insert? So they don't like that they would do bad things that some of the characters do. What? Wait, what? Wait, let me read this again. They don't know how to not self-insert, so they don't like that they, in quotes, would do bad things that some of the characters do. So what you're saying is like if they were reading a book and it was in first person, and the person was like, you know, I saw a cute cat on the side of the road. So naturally, I bent down, reached out my hand, and started calling to it. Psst, 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 psst. When the cat came over, I was so excited to pet the cat's head because I love cats. Okay, so you're telling me that they would read that and be like, ugh, I just can't get into this because I don't like cats. I would never call a cat over to me. I hate cats. This is trash. And then like throw it down. Is that what you're saying to me? Because that's crazy. That's actually so crazy. That's so crazy. That's so crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. There's no way that's true. Why? There's no way. Warng. Good morning, Miss Runie. Good morning. There's no way that's crazy. Okay, the only time I think that I could see that being an issue is if you're reading fan fiction and it's self-insert, right? Because it's meant to be self-insert. So I could see if you're reading something that is literally written for the reader to self-insert into, then maybe if it's doing or saying things that you wouldn't, I could see that kind of having a dissonance taking you out of it, right? Exactly. But books in general in first person, just because it's first person doesn't mean it's self-insert. See, that's probably what the problem is that a lot of these kids who feel that way are mostly reading fan fiction. And so they get used to reading self-insert fan fiction written from first person, and then they associate first person with self-insert. And then when they read a novel that's not meant to be that way, but is in first person, they can't separate the two. I guarantee you that's what it is. My anthropologist is coming out. Somebody look into this. Someone study this, because I guarantee you there's a link. There's got to be a link between people who read fan fiction and people who have that opinion. I bet so. I bet so. My favorite is third person omniscient. I would say. Because I really like getting a little bit of everyone's perspective. But I like it best when the author is very careful about when they give you certain people's perspectives, you know? That way you can get like maybe the majority of the book you get it from characters A perspective, but every now and again you get little chapters or little sections where you peek into character B's mind. I really like that. Yeah, like George R.R. Martin. I like an unreliable narrator can be fun. Well, this is what I'll say. Unreliable narrator is really fun to write. Close third person, also very fun. Also very fun, I would say. But I'm honestly not that picky. I know some people don't like first person for like a proper novel, but I also don't find that to be a problem. It doesn't bother me, especially if the character has like a really good voice. I suppose all of these come down to the writer's skills. But if it's in first person and the character just has like a really good personality that comes out in the way that they describe things and see the world and experience the events of the book, I can find that to be really, really pleasant. Yeah, just write good. Just write good, forehead. Ah, that makes me want to write. I want to write something. Because you guys were tweeting about it the other day, I've really been thinking a lot about the 4 series I want to do. Maybe I'll start actively looking for an artist I could work with. Unreliable rusiation in your case. Yeah, exactly. You have like 100 artists, Runatics, but this would be a proper job, you know. Someone who likes to draw fan art, that's different than someone who wants to have like a regular job where you're gonna have deadlines and, you know, it needs to be to a certain quality and you might have to take feedback and adjust it. That's a completely different story than just like drawing a piece of fan art for fun and then posting it online. Completely different thing, you know? Yeah, it would be really... Well, no, unreliable narrator, you don't necessarily have to lie. You're just getting it from a character's perspective, and their perspective on the situation might just be warped. It might just not be the act. Like, their reality is different than actual reality, you know? Like, maybe they're constantly describing people looking at them and judging them and... like moving far away from them when they walk by them on the street and stuff like that. But they're perceiving the world that way because they're deeply insecure and they expect everyone around them to treat them poorly because they think that they're gross and ugly, right? But that might not actually be the case. So they're not really lying, that is how they're seeing the world, but it's unreliable narration because that's not how everybody else is seeing the world, right? I would love to write a character to be warned. We need some warned characters. Just like when people think Runie is not real when I tell them she is. Oh, yeah, their reality is so untrue because I'm like super real. 55K sub-milestone idea. Runie writes and then reads aloud to chat her self-insert romance fanfics starring her and Buggy from One Piece. No! No! If I was gonna write a self-insert... I can't even think. The ideas that are popping into my head are like, I feel like I'm more in like the fairy godmother position where I'm like getting other people together. I feel like the fairy godmother character. There's something wrong with my brain. Yeah, I'm a matchmaker. Matchmaker, matchmaker, make me a match. Find me a find, catch me a catch. No dashing prince for Runie. Nar. Nar. I'll never find my dashing prince. Cause I like a guy failure. No, I don't want a rebellious outlaw type. I'm not into bad boys. Y'all don't believe me, but I'm really not. I'm really not. I'm really not. There's just a few exceptions. They all happen to have slick back hair. And we're just not going to talk about it. We're not going to talk about it right now. We're not going to talk about it. Guy failure. Have you checked League? You mean like there's characters that are guy failures in League? Or like the guys who play League are failures? Yeah, no to bad boys. No to bad boys. I'm not into bad boys. I'm into boys that are bad at everything. That's so true. 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 Y'all. What's cuter than a man not even trying his best and failing miserably and then getting really sad and crying over it? What's cuter than that? What's cuter than that? What's cuter than that? What's cuter than that? Then you say yes. You really tried your best. You did your best, didn't you? You did your absolute best. Yes, you did. Now go lay down. Hello, hello. Welcome in. You wouldn't get it. 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 You sound like they want to be their mom. Okay, actually, wait, did I bring this up? Did I bring this up the other day? I might have, because I had like a total moment. I was watching a YouTube video. It was actually about High School Musical, which, as you guys know, I just watch people talk about whatever. So there's this one YouTuber, her name's Babbity Kate. I just really like her cadence and I like the sound of her voice. She does a lot of content that, like, the content itself I'm not super into. So she does stuff about like High School Musical and American Girl dolls and Disney princess stuff that I only have like a cursory interest in. But she did like a deep dive High School Musical video. And so I was watching it just because I just like the sound of her voice. I really like the cadence of her speaking. So I'm listening to it and she's talking about like Zac Efron back in the day and how a lot of people, I guess, felt betrayed when they found out that Zac Efron didn't do the singing in High School Musical 1, which I actually never knew. I mean, I liked High School Musical when I was younger, but I was never like into High School Musical. I don't think I knew like the names of the people in High School Musical until I was much older. And that was the first time I had ever heard that Zac Efron didn't do the singing in High School Musical 1. I didn't even know. No, he didn't. He didn't do it. And how apparently a lot of like young girls who were like super into High School Musical and super into Zac Efron were like, you know, felt very betrayed and upset about it. Yeah, everybody else sang. All the other characters sang their lines. It was only Zac Efron that didn't. But then he did sing his stuff like later on. But what was interesting that she was noticing was like kind of the reaction was not negative to Zac Efron. Instead, it was very negative to like the executives that made this decision to not let him sing. And kind of the narrative was more like, you didn't believe in him, you didn't trust in him, and then look how amazing of a job he does in these later movies and how amazing he was in Hairspray. And like the narrative was very twisted around to like, I'm not saying this is wrong reading of it, but it was just very like focused on like protecting Zac Efron, and that in general there was definitely this kind of like atmosphere of like, we must protect Zac Efron. Like Zac Efron can do no wrong. Like Zac Efron is our baby boy who can do no wrong. And then she was like, she had this whole bit about it. It was actually quite funny. She's like, there's a box that I'm gonna show you, but we're not gonna actually open up for this video because we don't have enough time to talk about in this video. But there's a box here full of stuff about why girls want to be mothers to the cute boys that they like. And I was like, wait a minute. I thought that can't be true. That's weird. Why would she say that? That's really weird. And girls do not do that. And then I thought about it for like a little bit longer. And I was like, why do girls want to be mothers to the boys that they find cute? Like, and I hope that she does open that box one day. Because I kind of want to hear her talk about it. I'm like, no, please open that box. Please talk to me more about this. I think you might be onto something, and I'd like to hear what you have to say, Babity Kate, please. Anyways, I love a guy failure. I want to pat him on the head while he cries, and then fix all of his problems for him. Yeah, Sharpay Supremacy. Sharpay was my favorite when I watched it when I was younger. Wow. It's called Pandora's Box. No. No, Elpis. We gotta open it because Elpis is in there. You don't understand. Yeah, okay. Maybe a lot of other stuff is in there, but like Elpis is in there, so we gotta open it, man. Elpis will save the world. Parents tell their kids Santa isn't real. Runie tells the Runatics that Zac Efron lip-synced in High School Musical. He did. Well, it's more interesting than that. He actually did like a combo. So you can kind of tell now that you know if you go back and listen. But basically he did go in and he recorded all of the songs. But then the director and the music producers and all of that, I guess they just kind of decided that they didn't think his voice quite fit the sound that they wanted. And so they had another actor in that I think had recorded like demos for it while they were writing the songs. And he had also been considered for the role of Zac Efron, but he was much older. So when they ended up casting like Vanessa Hudgens, who was like actually a teenager, they decided that they couldn't, I forget his name, but they couldn't go with the original guy because it would have looked very weird for it to be like an actual adult pretending to be a teenager with an actual teenager. And so they decided to hire a younger actor to play Zac Efron. But then they had like these demos and recordings of like this, different singer who they thought kind of matched the songs better, probably because those songs were written with his voice and his range in mind, which was different than Zac Efron's, voice and range. And so what they ended up deciding to do Drew Seeley, that's right, Drew Seeley. So what they decided to do was kind of blend them together. So it's like the first bar or so of the music will be like Zac Efron's singing, and then it like blends into Drew Seeley's voice. And so it's like, it is technically both of them singing, but it's mostly Drew Seeley. And once you know that, if you go back and listen to it, you can 100% hear it. You can 100% hear it. But it really wasn't so much that from what I understand, it really wasn't a Zac Efron can't sing and can't do this role. Zac Efron absolutely can sing. It's just that these songs were not written with his particular voice and range in mind. And so they just ended up not really liking the way that he sounded on those songs. Whereas that wasn't a problem for the sequels because they already had hired Zac Efron. They knew Zac Efron was going to be the one singing those songs. So they wrote the songs with his voice in mind. So he sounded very good on those. Because it was never that he couldn't sing. Which we know now because we've seen him in other things. Like he can clearly sing, so. Yeah, but that's what happened. But it also apparently, see, I didn't know because I wasn't into High School Musical like this. But apparently they did like a live tour show of High School Musical, which I don't think I even knew that they did. But I guess Zac Efron, for whatever reason, I don't know if he was filming something else or if he just didn't want to do it. He didn't go on the tour. He didn't want to go on the tour. Or I shouldn't say that. He didn't go on the tour whether he didn't want to or couldn't or something like that. And so guess who did go on the tour as Troy? Drew Seeley. So that's how a lot of people found out in the first place that he didn't do the voice because they're like, who's this dude? Who's this dude with the rest of the cast pretending to be Troy? And then he sings and you're like, wait a minute, that is Troy. What's going on here? That's Troy and it's not Troy at the same time. But it was the singer for Troy, not the actor for Troy. Monthly stream idea, Runie destroys Runatics' childhood memories. Nah, Runie ruins everything, yeah? Yeah, you're getting a deep lore dive. Anyways, it's a very interesting video if you wanna watch it. Babbity Kate, I do recommend her stuff. I have listened to her talk about American Girl dolls for so many hours. I don't really care about American Girl. I really don't. I read some of the books when I was little. I had some of the dolls, but I was never like an American Girl. But I feel like I am now. I could definitely LARP as an American Girl because I know so much about it now from watching her videos. I could pretend that I was one. Next, you'll tell me Demi Lovato wasn't really at summer camp. Wow, she's really good. Well, Camp Rob's so funny. I'd merely be pretending, a pretender. Eventually I'd get caught, I'm sure. I got spooked though because I was watching her video about one of the American Girl dolls and she mentioned that she was able to find for sale an article or a catalog. She was able to find a catalog for sale. And when she bought it, it had, you know, because it's like the original article that had been magazine, like, you know, like the magazines where you used to buy stuff. Maybe you guys don't know. They used to like send you magazines and then you could fill out an order sheet with like the stuff from the magazine that you wanted and you would buy it that way. So it was one of like the catalog magazines for American Girl. Yeah, like the Sears catalog. So she bought one from like eBay or something like that. So it's like the original catalog from the 90s. And she had bought it. And then she was like, I can see the name of who this was originally sent to. And I can see the state, because it was an American state where it was originally sent. And then she also had handwriting in the book where they had like circled what they were going to buy from the catalog. And I guess, you know, she just thought that was interesting. And so then she made this like sideway comment. She was like, so if any of you, you know, had a grandma from blank state with a blank name, let me know. And I'm not kidding you guys. Literally, my grandma's name and the state that she lives. And not only that, okay, not only that, But my grandma did. She did collect American Girl dolls, but the timing wasn't right. The timing's not right. I don't think the timing's right. So, must have been somebody else. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, I think it's just a coincidence. Also, that wasn't... It's not like her real name either. It's like the name that people call her, but it's not the name that she ever got mail to. Because it's not her real full name. So I don't think that would have been the name on the catalog shipped to her. So I definitely don't think it was actually, but it did. It was one of those moments where I was like minding my own business listening, and then I was like, huh? Wait, what? It's so parasocial for her chat if she required one of their grandma's catalogs. So real, so real. All right, you guys. I think I'm going to wrap it up so I can get some work done today. But this was really fun. I really enjoyed getting to drink some coffee with you guys again. I'll try to do these not infrequently again, because I really like it. It's bittersweet, much like a cup of coffee. It's bittersweet, but I hope you guys had fun today. Happy Sunday, happy Sunday. Have a really relaxing rest of your evening, you guys. Rest of your day and evening. And I will put up a schedule for the rest of the week later, okay? But for now, yes, 'tis bittersweet, but I must say farewell. Give glory to the runes, for my love and affection is forever with you guys. Bye-bye, bye-bye. Buy Aaron's coffee at shop.phase-connect.com. Okay, bye-bye.